have 38 reservations.
Hello.
We need 60 for a sellout.
Hello.
Hi, Kenny.
Hello. Yep.
Kenny, this is Patty Conashiro.
Right.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions about this tape.
Yep.
We were listening to it earlier. A lot of it we can't really understand, but basically one of the obvious questions would be why your band Crass had decided to do something like this anyway.
Well, the obvious answer to that is that we set out to embarrass the Reagan-Thatcher alliance, to demonstrate to the common people of the world the utter stupidity of their governments and the very real danger that the paranoia of world leaders poses to the common people. Effectively, we were putting out a demonstration of possibility that the common people can stand against governments, can stand against oppression.
How successful do you think you have been in embarrassing both of the governments?
Well, in the sense that the State Department in the USA was sufficiently convinced by the tape to need to actually disclaim it, indicates the utter stupidity of that department, the sort of blind naivety that they have. If they were convinced by that tape, you've heard it, you've heard the quality of it, and that actually convinced the State Department sufficiently for them to disclaim it. And that should be an indication to the common oppressed people of the world that we can, if we choose our methods, work towards the destruction of these oppressive governments. I think we have been very successful. The response to that tape's been enormous. It's now worldwide.
So the joke has been laid, and you're laughing now. What happened?
I wouldn't say that we're particularly laughing. I mean, what we aim to do, and have done in the past through other methods, is to create a network throughout the world of oppressed people, of oppressed common people. I mean, I don't know whether the people in America realize that 90% of the population of Great Britain regard America as an oppressor in the way that the people of Poland regard the Soviet Union as an oppressor. We are a country under occupation. There's 120 American military bases in this country. We are totally in the stranglehold of American economic and military pressure. We have no basic freedom. This applies on a cultural level as well, in just the same way that America destroyed the ethnic culture of Hawaii, so it's destroying the ethnic culture of Europe, of Britain, of Middle America, of South America, of Africa, of the Far East, of Japan. What we are aiming to do, what we hope to do, is to stir the people, the common people of the world, to realize the sort of dreadful oppression, the dreadful destruction that the two major powers of Soviet Russia and capitalist America pose to us as people, the threat that they pose.
Your aim of having the world see and laugh at both governments and see how totally idiotic both governments are has been successful, so you say.
I believe it has.
What is the plan now? I mean, is the Crass band going to be a political force and take this any further than what it has been?
Well, I mean, this is simply the tip of an iceberg. I mean, we know that throughout the world people are working in similar areas to us, both above ground and underground. I think there is a growing awareness amongst the millions and millions and millions of oppressed people in the world that they are being used by the powers, you know, that we are little more than slaves to our either capitalist or communist masters. The people cannot be held in chains much longer. We're not prepared to be held in chains. We're not prepared to see cultures destroyed in the way that in Nicaragua, we're almost inevitably about to see an American invasion in Nicaragua. On and on and on, the multinationals sort of putting their iron grip on the common people of the world. the common people of the world are not going to accept that for very much longer. Our job is to, on the one hand, warn governments, and on the other hand, to act against them. Not as a band Crass, not as the band Crass, but as the common people of the world. And we believe that we are simply a very, very, very small part of an enormous consciousness that is opposed to that form of oppression.
Let's see, what else was I going to ask you? I think that just about covers everything that we were going to say as far as the political stand. How were you able to actually put the tape together?
Well, as you know, the tape was made up of various speeches made by Reagan and various speeches made by Thatcher, and effectively it was a purely physical task of putting little bits of pieces of words and half words together until we had what we wanted. It was simply 2.5 months of very hard work.
Kenny, what is your last name?
Rimbaud.
Can you spell it, please?
R-I-M-B-A-U-D.
And you are a member of the group?
That's right, yeah.
Do you play a certain instrument?
Yeah, I drum.
The drum.
Yep.
How many members are in your group?
Well, it's hard to define, really. In terms of actively playing on a stage, there's generally around 10 of us. In terms of playing on the world, there's millions of us. And really,
how successful are you?
Well, without being immodest, I'd say that we are the major punk band in this country, and probably in the large amount of the world beyond this country.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, Kenny, thank you very much for talking to us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, nice speaking to you. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.